So, good.
Yeah, do you want me to go ahead and describe what I wanted to retcon about last session?
Hold.
Yep.
I'm going to... Rapide noticed that they were not alone in the room, and y'all garnered the attention of the crypt horror that the cult was making sacrifices to in the name of Strahd, which y'all don't know because y'all ignored the two most important rooms in the house.
Well, I believe I brought up, I was like, there are other places to explore. This is the boss battle. Do we really want to go into this?
Yeah, but you didn't.
Hey.
So yeah, y'all activated the crypt horror. He summoned some ghouls to help him fight. And Belmond, in either a bold move of courage or stupidity, garnered the attention of the ghouls, and as he died, used his death as the sacrifice needed to get you guys access to leave the house, which you
Sure,
did.
that was his reasoning behind sacrificing himself. Totally.
Totally. He didn't just want a new character. Like, no, not at all.
Oh, was that actually the reason behind it? Is he just wanted a new character?
I don't think he had actually any intention of dying.
No, he did.
No, Rudy just said yes.
He
wow.
messaged me and he was like, "If I die, can that be the sacrifice?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh wow.
Okay. Damn, Rudy, you should have
And
put
here I was,
harder.
and here I was trying to keep from a player kill right before our battle.
It was dramatic.
Dude,
Yeah,
you could have told me. Weirin would have been like, "Okay."
No, the thing is I messaged Rudy just to have a little bit of fun and player banter and that's why he started in on repeat. And I was just like, well, okay, we're in the fight now. And then next thing I know,
at that point, I didn't know. It wasn't until after the crypt horror went and had like 2 rounds that he messaged me. So I was like, yeah, I'll figure it out. So.
And here, Repeat was just starting to like him too.
I know. I liked Belmond.
I loved the camaraderie between Belmond and Weirin, just holding him at the end of his sword to check for traps in rooms.
I'm not entirely sure that's camaraderie or just using a fellow player's bait.
Like, I feel like Belmond was very much like, well, I'm here now.
This is my life.
I apologize if you as a player didn't like that. If you would let me know, I would have stopped
I didn't mind.
But I just thought that was funny.
That was good.
So yeah, y'all let your wizard die. Got out of the house.
Let him die.
Not let.
Repeat went out of his way to try to save Belmont.
Pretty sure 3 of us were moving to try to save Belmont.
Yeah, I was really stressed. I was like, oh god.
Oh god, I have to kill this character.
You know, like,
now you know my feel. Now you know my feel when I'm like, okay, I have to create a challenge. Why are they beating my challenge so easily?
So yeah,
this game is so broken in the player's favor.
It is. It really is. I'm struggling. Made it out of the death house. Repeat ate a couple of Stitch's birds. You made it to Barovia. You made it to the tavern, where you met the 3 Vistani tavern owners. Very quickly pissed them off. Met the soulless bartender Eric. Met the odd puppet guy named Booba. And then met Ismark Kulyanovich, who has requested that y'all help him get his sister Irina to the safety of Valaki, which is a town that regardless of whatever I said last session, is only like 9 hours away by road. And then he paid for some drinks, paid for some food, paid for your rooms, and said to go and have a good rest, and he would be back sometime around midday the next day. So the organic people went to go find beds, Weirin slept in a broom closet, and the two inorganic party members did probably creepy shit in the main tavern room.
They were probably SCPing it all night.
Yeah, we're just creepy SCP standing here. Don't mind us.
Yep,
So, yeah.
and Rapide paid for his curse with a bone.
Kind of reminds me of this one book I read. I believe it's part of the Caverns and Creatures series. And it's about these guys getting trapped in D&D. And they meet other players who this twisted DM is also trapped in D&D. And so, as everybody's going down to bed, they're looking at the elves who only like trance for 4 hours. And apparently the other players who played elves and everything have like badly whittled dice and are actually playing D&D in the fantasy world.
Nice.
And like, you guys can't be serious. It's like, what? What are we gonna do? Go out there and maybe be killed, or play a game in which we have no danger? Plus, do you have any idea how boring it is to be awake while the rest of you are sleeping?
Not only that, no access to internet, cell phones.
Nothing. Yep.
Yeah, I'd be focused on playing D&D too.
I just thought that was really funny. It's
Um,
that book is somewhat crass, but some of the situations they get into are pretty funny.
Oh yeah. I think when Sonia gets up, she's gonna try to gather the others so we can see if there's a place around town to sell the shit we found.
By the way, not that we're planning to go back there or that we even could go back there, but I am curious what treasure we missed. Well, you could share that out of game though, if that's too big a thing.
I'm not gonna, because you totally can go back.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get caught down there again.
Yeah.
Nope.
Another sacrifice to get out of the house? Yeah, no thank you.
I will say this. As the rest of the party wakes, and the other two downstairs will have noticed this. Early in the morning, you see Weirin head outside. And if you look out of the window, you'll see that, like, in the morning fog or rain or whatever weather is in the middle of this place, he'll find just like a secluded open area. And you've seen this guy being pretty nonchalant, being pretty like blasé about everything going on and not really having a serious attitude. But now you see him, he is very seriously practicing sword forms and katas in like the open space. Like, this is probably the one thing he treats seriously in his life. Is he is very much. You also see a chicken by his side, but
Guys, I have the okay to say this. Gil says hi and he's alive.
good to hear.
I
Let him
see
know
him on
that.
TikTok a lot.
Let him know that he still has a spot.
I will. But he messaged me yesterday. I've just been waiting for him to give me the okay to actually say something, because I don't know. I didn't know that you knew his TikTok, but yeah, trying to respect that he needed his silence. And
Okay.
but yeah,
Yeah.
he says hello.
Okay, let him know. Anyway, but yeah, you'll see him just going through sword forms, and very, very unlike any other time you've seen him. He looks very disciplined in this moment. Like, you see that there's a reason. Like, he may act nonchalant about a lot of things, but you see that there's a reason why he is good at physical battle. Is because he practices. Hello?
I think our internet is dying potentially.
Oh no.
No.
This
The-
is the.
Isn't it
I can
always
hear
the way
you.
at the beginning of sessions?
Yeah.
We start our shit.
It's always the beginning of sessions too.
Oh. Have to turn off the fish for the child.
Is
Anyway.
mind with. Anyways.
You said you left the tavern, right?
Yes, I am out in an open space outside somewhere.
How far do you think you would have gone? Like, you have the whole map in front of you. You can go wherever.
Well, let me look at the map right quick. Do you guys mind moving your pieces so I can see? Or I can't select these pieces, so. And the tavern is the gray building?
It is this one.
That big building?
Yes.
Alright. Where's the entrance? Like, where is the main entrance to the room?
About here.
Okay, well, that seems open enough. I'd probably be out there doing it.
Okay,
Like,
so not like
otherwise I'd probably circle around the tower, be around the back or something like right here, if that space wasn't available.
Okay. Well, in that case,
I have
you
no, I don't even have an idea that we have a mission.
you don't. You haven't talked to anyone yet.
Yep.
So yeah, Weirin is outside being oddly sullen. Everyone else is welcome to wake and do as they please.
I think Stitches is just leaning outside next to the he's still in the disguise. Just kind of leaning next to the entry door against the wall and just kind of tapping fingers and like you know you can't hear because he's got like gloves and a cloak on, but like it would definitely be like you could hear the wooden tapping otherwise. Just waiting, just letting people wake up because probably he and Booba were up quite early because that's how that works.
Fucking Booba.
I love that Booba is probably the least weird of the group.
He's a
Yeah,
three-armed
probably.
puppet.
I know he's a living puppet. I would love it if he was just like the normal one, the straight man of this group.
I think that's Sonia, honestly.
Honestly, I think Sonia is. I just love the ongoing joke of, no, you don't get it, you're magic. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And most likely, when Repeat gets up, he's probably going to go down, place a bone on the counter as payment, and then go into the kitchen. He thinks that's how he pays for his food, is with the bones now.
I mean, that is logically how a dog might think.
Yep. He has his moments of being a dumb dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did we lose her?
we're struggling over here. It would seem. What's
do we
happening?
wanna waylay it?
Huh?
Do we wanna
We can
try for next week?
Let us reset our internet real fast. Yeah, maybe that'll work.
Okay.
Reset the router and modem and stuff. So we will return in a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Last I caught was Repeat put his bone on the table.
Yep, and then went into the kitchen to get food because he thinks that's how he is paying for his food.
Alinka, the Vistani who had cursed you the night before, picks it up and looks at it this way and that, and then she just sighs and rubs her forehead. And she's like, "That's good enough, I guess." And she will, when Sonia joins, trade Sonia the bone for some actual gold, which
I
is
have-
still doubled.
Okay, I need to step away for a sec. Sorry, guys. Ferrets.
Oh, okay.
Can I have Weirin come in, see this exchange, and be like, well, that's a strange currency, but hold on, let me check my pack.
No, this is not currency.
I mean, I think I have plenty of bones in here.
No.
That's what you want.
We do not want bones. We want gold, like any other respectable businesses.
See, I thought that at first, and that's why all right. By the way, I don't mind if the chicken, it has a tendency to eat anything it finds, just whatever it happens to me.
You should do better to keep an eye on it.
You know, I watched it one day for 24 hours straight. Somehow it ended up getting a sombrero. I don't know how it happened. Like, I was watching it the entire time, and it came back wearing a big hat. Somehow. I could keep an eye on this thing, and it would still do shit that I wouldn't understand.
She just sighs, mutters something in a different language to her sisters, and they all just nod in agreement.
Anyway, not sure what's on cook right now, but and not sure the going price of things. How much for a meal?
She gestures you over to Eric, the bartender, who is still washing the same 6 glasses, one by one.
Oh, Weird's totally not going to notice this and be like, "Oi, can I get, I guess, what's considered ale here, and a meal?"
He pauses in his washing, looks up, and goes, "We have not much for ale. We have lots of wine. It'll cost you 2 silver for wine and food." Sets a glass aside, picks up the other one.
Well, I guess I'll drink some wine. It's a bit fancy for my taste. Funny enough, I heard some people. He'll continue telling the story. He doesn't give a shit. Funny enough, I heard some people compare, say wine is the blood of a grape, but I've drank blood before. It's nothing like wine. I wonder where that saying comes from. Is it one of them that what you call it, metaphors?
If Rapide
I
could
never really got the hang of
facepalm,
them.
he would.
Never really got the hang of them.
He comes back out with a glass of wine and what is basically really cold porridge and just sets it on the table. 2 silver.
I put out 2 silver and I just whisper, like my mom used to make. Oi! Buckley! Egg me! And he just catches a black egg as it's coming over and just cracks it and puts it on the porridge. You see it like did any of you ever see like the second Beverly Hills Cop, or see the movie The Golden Child?
Yes.
Do you remember the porridge scene where he dips it in and it's like full of blood?
It's been a really long time. I don't remember that scene specifically, though.
So, in this movie, old Eddie Murphy, supposed comedy movie, but I never really found it all that funny. They try to feed this kid that they've captured oatmeal or porridge or something, and he puts the spoon in, starts shifting it around, and it's like underneath the surface of the porridge is just blood.
Ew.
Gross.
That's what this porridge starts looking like.
Yeah. Ew.
Just black. And it's like, oh, this is really what mother used to make. And he just gobbles it down.
Eric watches for a moment and then he just goes, "That's very economic." He goes back to washing his glasses.
Yeah, whatever that means. I look over and notice the puppet man now. I was like, huh.
I wave. Hi.
Holy crap, it moves on its own.
Ah. Yes. I'm Booba again.
You must be what they refer to as magic.
I mean, my name's Booba, not magic.
You said boob.
I say, hey, look at this, and I bring out a puppet like about a foot tall, and I throw it in your direction, and it starts dancing in front of you.
Bockley immediately attacks it.
It,
Oi,
it,
oi, oi, oi,
it has a dramatic death scene.
oi!
It like
I just
dies
immediately
slowly on the
applaud.
floor.
I just immediately applauded, like, no, I've seen some entertaining bars that do that type of thing. You know, someone once said I could be a bard. Isn't that hilarious? Me, a
He
bard.
says, "What a bard!"
Yeah. I would show you my singing voice, but I don't think these guys would appreciate the glass broken. Ha ha ha.
I want to hear it.
Repeat is instantly going out the front door.
Booba doesn't really hear singing too often.
Okay, sorry about
I mean,
that.
I used to a little bit when we used to entertain the kids.
Does Booba talk about himself in the third person?
Sometimes.
I love it.
What did I miss, guys?
Generally just me messing with Booba and ordering food.
Ah, okay.
and then threatening to sing, and Repeat just, leaving the establishment upon the idea of wherein
You know what?
singing.
You know what? I'm gonna forego that because I'm gonna say no, I wouldn't do that because
The
I have a
puppet
plan
food.
for when Weirin finally sings.
Okay.
That'd be
Either way, Sonia's going to follow Repeat out and, as I mentioned before, try to find places to sell the items we found.
So, I was a good DM. And I
Yay!
wrote like a cutscene thing. Haha.
Yay.
Yay!
And I'm doing this now because now 3 of our 5 party members are outside, so it's good enough.
I am a
As-
fucking idiot. I am a fucking idiot.
Oh,
So, I've been eating pistachios, taking out the nuts, and I'm drinking Diet Coke at the same time. Next to the Diet Coke I'm drinking is an empty can of Diet Coke that I've been putting the pistachio nut shells in.
yeah.
Can you see?
You stuck it inside of the drink that you were drinking.
Yeah, I've done that with sunflower seeds.
Mm-hmm.
I can commiserate.
No, I'm still drinking the Diet Coke. I'm just being very careful.
Wrong chat, Rudy.
Oops, that is wrong chat. Delete.
So,
Oh, cute cat.
yeah.
Bam.
Meow.
As you guys step out beyond the tavern doors, you're struck with a realization. Now, it's true that this town it's not much more than like a really big village. It's not even a tenth the size of Callanport or Neverwinter or any bustling cities you might have experienced back on the material plane. But this town isn't insignificant. So it's unnerving. There's some 200 or so buildings that haunt these streets, so why do no people haunt them? And the silence in this chilly, damp morning is almost as empty as the silence you'd encountered the night before. It's like the whole town is holding its breath, like it's terrified to make even the slightest bit of noise. Although some buildings do have smoke coming from the chimneys, so there's some indication of at least some life here. Across the main thoroughfare stands a building almost larger than the tavern, and a rather large, sturdy-looking boy can be seen lifting absolutely massive sacks of flowers from the back of a carriage carrying them into the store and returning for more. But otherwise, the streets remain as empty as a ghost town. Ta-da!
So, question.
Yes.
Is this why you were asking me how far I go out from the tavern? So you're wondering if you could read your thing now?
Well, I was wondering if you were gonna go somewhere,
Yeah,
special,
I
and then I
I
could like
understand.
lead you to other places in town. But yeah, no.
I understood.
Yeah.
Sonia.
So I'll go up to the boy. Excuse me, young man.
He hefts a giant bag that's almost as big as you are on his shoulder, turns, looks at you, and goes, "Hello."
Hey, am I able to sell goods at this location, or is there a different location? And she'll indicate the shop he's going in and out of.
Hard pressed to sell. Lots to buy, though. And he just walks inside.
She'll raise a brow, glance at Rapide, then, well,
And you can
those are...
see the sign above the door. Let me get my not open book out. The sign says Bildrath's Mercantile.
By the way,
Maybe...
I had a game question, but has anybody heard the latest news about D&D? What they just announced at the symposium?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
I heard the
Apparently,
symposium was a shit show.
that's what I heard too. But apparently, and this is coming from Nerd Immersion, who's been following a lot of the D&D news, and he's like my biggest source for D&D news. Is a really good source. So all the 1D&D and everything that we've been checking out, and how they've been playtesting and stuff changes that they said that's going to be 1D&D and everything.
Hmm.
It's not gonna be 1D&D. It's not even gonna be 5.5 D&D. It's gonna be 5e. They're gonna be updating the books and everything with the changes.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my classic books and everything.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Because and this is especially for Candace. You heard about the changes they made to Wild Shape and everything, right?
vaguely. I didn't pay attention to it because I didn't like it.
Yep. The
Yeah,
the
because it was
changes
trash.
yeah, the changes to Wild Shape were you're gonna have a land form, a water form, and a flying form. With the like different stat blocks, but it wasn't going to be different based on creature. It was just going to be different based on what they could do and what they were used for. So a cat would have the same stats as a bear.
Yeah, no.
Which is absolutely stupid.
Well, that's if they decide to go with that design. That's going to be the official design for 5e druids.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no.
This is why you play test things, and that's no. Anyway,
Anyway,
so yeah, Sonia will just make a comment of hopefully they'll allow for trade, and then step in.
I've got a question for the DM.
Yes.
The cart that the guy is pulling things from, does it have a horse in the front, or is it unmanned at the moment?
Oh, yeah, there's a horse.
Damn. Repeat was going to take off with the cart.
A cart full of
Really,
flour.
really,
Yeah.
a cart full of flat. Like I'm
Well,
repeating with her.
Repeat felt that the guy was rude in his own sense, so he
He's
decided
not
he was going
rude,
to
he's
prank him.
simple.
Hey, Repeat takes things as Repeat takes things.
Yeah, and repeat is very dog-like, so. Damn it, repeat! Don't get us in trouble.
Too late.
No, I am actually going to have Sonia say, "Please don't get us in trouble inside like you did at the inn," before stepping inside.
So
Repeat will follow.
inside is part of it looks like just a basic general store, like food, supplies, drink. The boy who I say boy, he's like 17. He's like nearing on 7 feet tall. He drops a big bag of flour on an even larger stack of flour, sees that you came in, and he says, "Oh, hi. 1 moment, please." And he goes to the back, and you hear him loudly saying to someone, "You got people here." And he comes back out. He's beaming. He's like, "It'll be just a moment." And he goes out and goes back to loading flour into the store.
Stitches will pass him, following in, just slowly, quietly. Just walks past in after the other two.
You look like a person, right?
Yes, I am the like
Okay.
fully cloaked mask, all
Okay.
that. Yeah, you can't tell a difference with him.
He just gives you a chipper. Hello.
Evening. Good morning. Would be.
And then a few seconds later, an older man comes from out back, and he's got an apron on. He's dusting off some like sand, it looks like, and he goes, "God, what's up, boy?" He comes to the front. And he goes, "Hello, welcome to Bildrath's Mercantile."
Hello there. I'm looking to either sell or trade some goods.
Always want to sell. They never want to fucking buy. Well, what you got?
She'll take out the like glancing around the place. How like upscale is this?
Oh, I started half of my description and then never finished. So the one half is like a general store, and the other half looks to be like fantasy adventure type gear. It's not like fancy, like nothing looks like glittering gold or anything, but I don't know how else to I don't know how to describe it. He has just about everything that you can find in the player's handbook in this store.
Okay, so it's a decent quality stuff, just
Yeah.
not completely ramshackle abandoned.
Yeah.
Okay, she'll take out, pretty much the 3 blank books, the jewelry box, the 3 rings, the platinum necklace, just all of those shit.
Okay. What were the books?
The books were 3 blank books worth 25 gold each. Here, I'll share in general. This
In
is
truth, I'm surprised that Repeat didn't try to eat any of the books.
Don't forget, this is all in the party loot,
yeah.
and it's got all the gold totals in there.
That's right. Thank you. It's too much to get to. Okay. He leans on the counter, puts his head in his hand. He just grumbles as he looks over everything. I'll give you 5 silver for the books. Fuck.
Well, what about trade? We're looking to get some general supplies, food, necessities, potentially come back to armor up. I'm looking to see if
How much you looking to get?
hold on just a moment. I can't remember how much a +1 shield is, because I know that's what I'm looking to get. Eugene and Dee, since you two are also here, what items would you like? While I'm looking up cost.
I have looked up the things I would like to purchase. The aforementioned, I mentioned to you, Pythons. What I found is they are 5 copper apiece.
Okay.
And besides that, what Repeat wants or what would Repeat would need is beyond our payload at the moment.
Da, 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 da. And from what I can tell, +1 shield is... God damn it, come on. My own internet is futzing up a moment. Just a second.
By the way, you might be surprised next session of my game. Just saying.
Other than that we're going to potentially do a side thing?
If you guys decide not to do the side mission, I had another idea for something interesting.
Ah.
Just saying. Anyway. I'm planning for Weirin to head into this store later.
Here we go. So a +1 shield is anywhere between 100 to 500 gold. So that is a DM discretion. But I am looking for Sonya +1 shield.
Oh shit. My bad. I have a correction to make. He only has items worth less than 25 gold.
Only has items worth less than 25 gold. Well,
that is my bad.
That changes things. Which means no healing potions, right?
Oh.
Hey DM.
Mm-hmm.
I had a found a homebrew thing that I think would be perfect for our game. A homebrew spell. I just wanted to put it to you. I'm gonna send you in a private message.
Okay. I will, since this is my fuck up and I got y'all's hopes up. I will say he has 4 potions of healing, the base ones.
And those are how much again? 50?
Yes.
Okay. Then all 4 of those, please, because health potions.
Yes, I would want to make this spell for a joke.
Okay. So we're looking for 4 healing potions. How many pythons?
Just trying to figure that out because they're 5 copper. We would be able to make change, I assume.
Sure.
Okay, because I only have gold. That's 100 copper. I mean, I will buy 100 copper worth of pythons.
Okay.
Okay. I will figure out the math on that, but I will spend a gold.
You see Booba's pet puppet on the shelf
That's
or
1
counter
gold.
space, and he's kind of pulling a little sack of gold worth 25 gold. He says, "All of my tips." You guys can have it.
Well, bear with me a moment here because I'm trying to add up what all the group funds are right now. Because I was a
I have my own money, by the way, that I haven't put in the group funds.
That's fine. I'm just counting what we have. Plus 25, plus 50, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. Okay. And then minus 4 potions, 200 gold.
Oh, no. You haven't bought them yet. I'm asking you to gather what you want and bring it to him.
Right, I know. I'm just mentally keeping track of how much gold we do have with the trade-in. So I'm making sure we don't overspend. Eugene, what did you want?
Well, like I said, what Repeat wants is some that is beyond our payment at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
That's full
Oh.
plate.
Yeah. So basic rations, how much are those? Because he said that was going to be important. Hold on, I'm looking.
5 silver per.
5 silver and 10 silver is a gold. And we have how many people?
5, but 2 of them are inorganic.
So 3 people who need food.
And one has possibly an inexhaustible source of food. Just not something anybody else would want to eat.
Yeah.
And Repeat pretty much will eat anything and does hunting on his own.
Just saying.
Uh,
Not sure about the nutritional value of the eggs, but
It's truly a wonder how Weirin doesn't die of like heart disease.
so much poison. Just all the poison.
So 15 things of rations to share between the 3 who need, so everybody gets 5, would be 15 gold, because that's rations per day. Okay. So there's that. Thank you for bearing with me while I math.
Yes.
I like to organize things. So Sonia is going to poke her head out and look around. Is Weirin still practicing?
No, I would have by this point gone back in and having the conversation with Booba.
Okay, then she'll shrug and go back to gathering supplies. So 10 days of rations for 3 living people. Eating people. Let's see here. What else would we need? Stitches uses the bows and arrows. You have that?
Yeah, I've got that. We're good.
Okay, good on that.
I don't count ammo. That's too much.
Okay.
I would also be looking to buy a hammer, which I'm seeing costs also a gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never counted ammo.
Hammer.
So
One
a gold worth of
hammer.
pythons and a hammer, which is also 1 gold. So
Okay.
2 gold for me.
1 gold, pythons. Yes, and -1. Let's see, and nothing worth more than 25 gold. Okay, hold on.
God
Sorry,
damn you,
shopping
Johnny.
episodes.
What?
God fucking damn you.
You saw the message I sent you?
I'll allow it.
Alright, well, we'll discuss later what spell level and stuff it is, but
Honestly, I don't want to make it a cantrip because fuck.
you do? Oh, I would love that. Just let me know from that. I would see it as maybe if you make it a cantrip lasting 1 round.
Yeah.
Like, especially the effect lasting 1 round. I don't know. Or however long I stay using it. I don't know. But we can discuss that out again.
Sorry. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, quarterstaff is the only one we can use that with because that's not up. Whatever cooking supplies we would need, like pots, pans, just basic stuff like that. So I'm just gonna round up a gold.
As she's doing this, I'll have walked up to the
Rope.
boy outside and be like, "Oi, would you like some help?"
He pauses with another bag on his shoulder and goes, "Oh, that's all right. I got it, but thank you."
Okay. As he looks at the bags and then realizes, actually, come to think of it, probably wouldn't be much help anyway.
Yeah, they're really heavy.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
look it.
Yeah. Carries it inside.
I'm just out of sheer curiosity. He's gonna try and pick one up.
Make a strength roll.
Just an ability check.
Yeah.
First roll with light up dice. Yep, that's a 6.
Well, it's not a 1, so you don't grievously injure yourself. You reach out and grab it, the corner of one of the bags to try to like heave it towards you a little bit so you can get a good grip on it. And you pull and pull and pull, and you move it like 2 inches before you start to feel like maybe you're gonna strain a muscle.
Oh, yeah. It's not my forte.
Becca, I will request. I know this is more than the 25 gold limit that you put, but does he have any tinkerer's tools? Because I will need that for my artificer class.
Yeah, I'll say that's basic enough.
Okay.
Oh my god, how many shells did I put in this camp?
I'm
trying to drink the last of my soda and all I'm getting is shells.
Does anybody need jeweler's tools, cartographer's tools, an herbalism kit, or navigator's tools?
Define need.
Where these are under the 25 or at 25, are they needed for your class?
No.
Nope.
Uba?
Mirren doesn't believe in the existence of maps.
I mean, you can always give Rapide something for that, just to see what he can do with them. Pick a lock with his tail.
You want... Wait.
I'm making a joke. Rapide cannot do that.
I was about to say, what the... That would be amusing to watch. But, D, Rudy, do your guys need anything?
At this moment, no.
Okay.
At this moment, Booba probably doesn't know.
At this point, Weirin is gonna walk in to make his purchases.
Oh god. Okay.
Alright. I'm looking for 3 things. Looking for a bag of caltrops, a bag of ball bearings, and a pouch.
What kind of pouch?
Oh yeah, big. And he just kind of holds out his hands. Not really needed separated like components or anything. Just a bag.
He sighs and
Small pouch.
gestures you towards the aisle where they're on. He says, "Full of that. 200
Gold.
gold."
Damn. he just looks. He's like,
What was the purchase?
Cal-
Sonia's raising brown.
and
Caltrops,
ball bearings and a pouch.
ball bearings. Pouch. Why am I writing punch? Pouch.
None of them are
200
worth
gold?
200. None of them are worth 200. Like, you're just like, damn, I don't have that many. Oh man, that was gonna be fun too. Well, sorry, can't help you. And he just starts walking out.
Okay, how much is that really? And she looks at the
Not
shopkeep.
200, just 100. He repeats himself. It's 100.
All right, and then
I'll just kind of look at the is the puppet in here? Is Booba in here?
yes.
Oi,
Yes.
you good with
Eh.
making things?
He kind of thinks for a moment and no,
Oh, okay.
a little bit. I used to help make toys, but nothing else.
Well, I don't think these are too hard to make. What I want to try and make is these round like little marble things out of metal, and some that also look like spikes, also made of metal. Kind of hurt when you step on them.
Yeah, that would hurt. I wouldn't know.
Can you
But
feel pain?
yes, sadly, Booba's heart has hurt many times.
Oh.
You know, I had a friend who had heart pains. He died.
Heart attacks are real.
Weirin just kind of looks at you, and you see his eyes visibly separate as he's just like, "Well, yeah, if you stab somebody in the heart, it is real." What? He's just thinking. He's like,
Okay.
I mean, any
right.
heart attack is real.
If I may, this is
Oh my
the
god,
list
you are
that
so
I've
wet, dog.
items. Does this look good?
Oh, God.
Hey,
And
hey,
I
hey,
did
hey,
the
hey, 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 hey,
calculations. I
hey,
did the
hey, hey.
calculations.
Come here.
So that would be the total
Drop
gold
it.
left.
Drop it.
It's not, though, because he drastically inflates his prices, getting the prices of each of those items.
Oh, motherfuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said the potions were the 50.
Drop it.
Fuck.
Oh, I think she got
Rations.
swallowed
Like-
5 a day.
pistachio nutshell.
Like, Weirin just asked for 3 gold worth of shit, and he said it was 100. Like...
Sorry, I'm used to Rudy's insane prices, so it didn't register. Sorry. 10 days ration. What the fuck? I need to run my calculator.
They're
Reopen
not
my
that
calculator.
insane.
Da.
Good.
While Candace is doing that, is there
Alright.
anything that looks shiny or
Aye.
chewable that is within Rapide's reach?
Should call the dog
Goddamn.
up.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay.
And a subsequent stealth check.
And I am rolling perception because I know
You're
dude.
busy doing stuff.
I know it's perception with probably disadvantage, but I know
All right.
my doggo.
Drop it.
18 investigation,
Drop it.
and for the stealth,
8. I don't notice. Damn it.
that was just an. Oh yeah, well, and that is a 23 stealth.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You can't even try to beat that. Damn. All right.
Oh wait, no, I'm wearing. See what armor am I? Oh, scale mail is considered heavy armor, isn't it?
It's medium.
Medium.
Is medium? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Does
that's
it
what
does it
Pokemon has.
instill disadvantage on stealth? I don't remember.
Yes.
Skimmo is
Okay.
medium, but it does have disadvantage.
Yes.
So that's a 21 instead.
Oh, well, that makes a difference.
So much.
Shit. Okay.
Repeat is specifically looking for something that he can grab that is shiny and possibly expensive.
Something shiny and expensive. What can I give you? What? Why would I look for a loot table and it not have loot in it? Like, what is this? I don't know. You see on one of the shelves that's hidden from his direct line of sight, you find an open jewelry box with a gold ring inside it.
Ooh, shiny. Repeat is the ring the only thing that's there?
I'm trying to think of like a Goodwill shelf, like what would be around it. There's like a candlestick or two, like a glass figurine, a bunch of tchotchkes.
Well, I meant inside the drawer with the ring.
Oh no, it's just out sitting on a shelf.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This guy's not very bright.
Yeah, well, Repeat's going to grab the ring and probably the candlestick.
All right. You do so. Without a chance of contestment.
And then Repeat just kind of casually walks back out of the store, which would probably strike some suspicion with Sonia for the simple fact that Repeat doesn't just casually walk out of anywhere.
She's focusing on the costs. Let's see. 2, 3 gold. 3, 4, 5 gold. Rounded up to 5 gold.
Aye. Oh, you couldn't resist the clarion call of pets, could you?
Pet me, human.
Like she was laying down looking at me, and I got down on her level and sat on her bed, which was like 2 or 3 feet away from where she was laying down. I'm just like, I'm gonna sit here and offer to pet you, but I'm not gonna come to you. And she eventually just got up and wandered to me.
Okay,
You're like,
that there. Should do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that. I did that with the puppo as well while I was there.
just
Is
sat in
I
the dog bed.
I didn't sit in the dog bed. I'd like sit down on the stairs or sit down on the floor and just kind of stare at her, and then say, "If you want pets, come here."
Yep, I found a good way of communicating with them was just looking at them in the eye.
Yep.
Okay. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I have math to do for 2 seconds.
Yay, the funnest part of games, math.
Yay!
Yep.
Shopping
Things
episodes.
undone.
It's crazy how I went from hating
Oh.
math in high school to playing a game that revolves around it.
You ain't fucking
Yeah, I
kidding.
know, ain't it?
Luckily, D&D, at least 5e, doesn't use as much of it.
Makes it easy, anyways.
Yeah.
Dude, original Pathfinder and shit is just like, alright, so I'm a simple fighter. Okay. So I have +2 bonus to this if I'm using this weapon, but it's my
Mhm.
second attack, so I have to -5 from it. But okay, it also classifies as this weapon, which I have a +4 with.
Yep.
So which bonus do I add? Oh, I add them all? Okay. Oh, and it's also a +1 weapon, so I add that. Oh, also it's magical and I've been blessed by the Dawnfather, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. I am very familiar with having to do those mathematics, especially when you have multi-shot and rapid shot as a ranger.
I'm just like, I just wanted to play a dwarf that gets drunk and hits things.
Yep.
Why is there so much math? That's kind of what broke me on Pathfinder. I'm like, there shouldn't be this much math to play a fighter.
Yeah.
I can understand it for. By the way, wizards were hella weak in that game.
They were.
The wizards were supremely weak in that game. Either that or my DM just would not let me get cool shit.
I mean, there's a possibility of both.
Uh,
But I'd noticed that wizards were, until you got much higher in level, they were pretty weak starting out, and you could do barely jack shit, and you pretty much get hit once and you're dead.
mm-hmm. Don't get me started on barbarians having to count the rounds that they can rage. That was annoying as fuck.
It was. We had a homebrew where they kind of negated that a little bit by going off of the aspect of, okay, you hit something, okay, your rage is actually extended for a little while. Instead of going off of how many rounds you can rage, it's how many times you rage. Okay, you got a certain amount of times that you can rage during the day. You get hit, okay, it's extended. You hit something, okay, extended.
So, while you're out amongst the shelves
Stop
gathering
trying
the
to bite
stuff
my hand.
that you want to buy, he's sitting there, like, just aggravatingly looking over everything you bought. He gets out, like, a jeweler's kit. Clarification.
What?
Do you offer him all of the material goods that you posted?
Well, I'm hoping to get some gold back, but if not,
No, I mean,
um,
like, did you
Sorry
offer
for the
him
interruption.
everything up front? Except, like, the deeds, obviously.
yeah, other than the protection from poison, the deed, the windmill, and the will, like everything else I put up. So the books, the jewelry box, the rings, the platinum necklace, the ivory hairbrush, the leather eye patch, and the 3 moss agates.
Oh, my brain just broke.
Sorry?
So, you bring everything up and you set it down, and he grumbles and starts, like, doing math on a paper behind the counter. He turns back around and he goes, "That'll be 2806.
Out of character 2806.
2,806 gold."
Why are the prices so high?
Them's the prices.
Can repeat cause trouble now?
I mean, if he wants to be cursed again.
Well, I mean, I don't think the shopkeep has the ability to curse repeat.
You don't know.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't
We
know.
don't know. His son might not have been born simple.
Nephew, but yeah.
Nat 20 insight. Is he trying to con my fucking ass? Like, I feel like he is, but I'm also wanting to call him out on it.
I mean, these are absolutely not the fucking prices that these things should be, but
Oh,
they're his prices.
And he seems to be the only shop in town.
And he is the only shop in town. He just stares at you and he says, "You want it or you don't. Take it, leave it. You're welcome to put some shit back if you want, but all of it, after everything you gave me, 2,806.
That is highway robbery, good sir.
I'm the only shopkeep for miles. Take it or leave it.
Only shopkeep for miles.
Has he already taken the stuff?
No, it's all still sitting on the counter. Like, you're welcome to cancel this transaction. You're welcome to decrease the amount of stuff you want to get, but
If I was
He's going to casually walk back into the store.
I'm
He's gonna
gonna
look for more things to steal.
I'm gonna actually kind of snap my fingers at repeatedly triple snap that for us is basically I need you to be scary and basically calling repeat over to her.
Hmm.
Sorry,
Okay.
dear, but I really do think that this is, as I mentioned, highway robbery, and you should lower your price.
you're welcome to leave. I'm not lowering my prices. You're welcome to cancel this transaction. And he's gonna snap his fingers, and Parriwimple, the big stock boy, comes over and he says, "Sorry. He's not very nice."
No, he's not.
Stitches is going to slide just the pythons out of the pile and fish 10 gold out of his pocket. Does this suffice?
He accepts it, gives you a nod, and says, "Thank you for your patronage." Pockets his gold.
Yep, and just scoops him up and leaves. That's the only thing he wanted. He can make do without the hammer.
The hammer is only 1 gold. I'm just saying.
But inflated price. That's
I'm just saying.
yeah, no, the 10 gold's all I had.
Weirin will come up with the caltrops, the pouch, and the
Oh, those are already on the table. I was
okay.
trying to
Well,
get those for you.
he'll come up, separate those, then he'll put 10 gold on the table himself. Be like, there you go, 100 gold.
Not quite. That's enough
Really?
for one of those items, not all of them.
Was 100.
That's
You
10,
guys,
dear fellow.
what's the difference?
10 times the price is the difference.
You see clearly Weirin cannot do math.
He's just a familiar, like, face of just pure agitation just washes over him like, oh god, another one.
You sure? That seems like a lot of gold.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. No, he just points at the 10 gold he put. That seems like a lot of gold.
That? No, it's not. You need 10 more of that amount. Or 9 more of that amount. 10 if you want.
Oh. Anybody got 9 gold? He's like, hold on, I got 9 more. And I'll put out 9 silver. See? More.
No.
But
Look, lad,
it's the money, right? This is money, right? This is money, right?
he pinches his nose. He goes,
I put
look, lad,
I put 20 out like you asked for.
no.
That is that
Look, lad, I'm not about to teach you your currency. You can have your friends help you with that. You can pick one of these groups of items for the amount that you gave me. And come back with more.
Well, I mean, and he'll take the gold. If you're not gonna pay your own prices and I don't want to do business with you. Says I don't know my own currency. You don't know what he's called again? Well, said I don't know currency. I am well read, thank you. Well read. I've seen a book.
He just stares at you. And he just goes,
It's one of these, right? And he just like smacks a book out of the shelf and walks away.
Spell currency, he yells after you.
Apparently, Sora is,
He just looks back and
or
is
not
like,
Sora, Sonia is
"Listen."
really wanting to intimidate.
Well, he just
I
looks
do.
back and he's like, "Spell? Listen, I don't do magic." But if I did, I would spell you. I would.
So I do want to ask player to DM:
Hmm.
Is intimidation going to get us anywhere?
He does not haggle. At all.
Meaning that trying to force him to lower the prices will not work.
No, and it will institute a fight in which Parriwimple, the delightfully simple boy, is going to have to interject, and you may end up killing him and the only shopkeep in Barovia.
Oh, you mean I could take over a shop?
I mean that you, a brand new player into this town, can make an entire town destitute because you're incapable of sitting here and maintaining a storefront.
But it'll also, kill a special needs person.
Yeah. You can't kill Parriwimple. It's illegal. It's not allowed.
Good luck.
Who said I was going to kill Parriwimple? If I kill the shop owner, we're good.
You kill his shop owner, who is his uncle, and the only family he has.
You didn't lead with that. You didn't lead with that.
I said he was his nephew.
I did
Someone
not
made a
hear
joke
that.
about his son, and I said,
Yeah,
well, nephew.
I
she
didn't
did in
hear
fact
that.
say that it was his nephew.
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
So that was new information to me. Sonia's gonna pack up the stuff and leave. Like, wait, those prices are ridiculous.
You just
Damn, and here I actually rolled a nat 20 for intimidation.
It wouldn't have done anything.
I
I
know.
wanted to double check. I
When
didn't want
I was asking Candace if she really wanted me to do the intimidation, I rolled and it was a nat 20. Granted, it would have only been a 22 because
you guys.
he has no charisma.
You all just hear as you're leaving the guy just grumbling, like, waste of fucking time. Don't call me next time. And you hear a big smack, and Parriwimple just goes, oh, sorry. And he comes back out to finish bringing in the flour, and he looks really sad and dejected.
Pete is going to give him one of his half-eaten birds
Oh.
as a gift.
He takes it gingerly in his hands, and she just goes, oh, thank you. That's the sweetest thing anyone's ever given me. He pockets it.
If a half-eaten bird is the sweetest thing he's ever gotten, oh dear God, I feel sorry for this guy.
It's not a good life for him.
Meanwhile,
I want to adopt this guy now.
Becca, literally, Sonia and Repeat are about to adopt him and kidnap this character. Will you allow it?
You can try.
Meanwhile, Weirin is outside trying to spell some like with a stick and dirt and be like, what's the difference between the straight letter and the curly letter? Like,
Just for shits and giggles, make an Arcana check.
Me or him?
Him.
Here I was going to have Repeat walk up and actually spell something out in front of Weirin and just kind of walk off.
hold up, I gotta check something. I think I have. Is it second level you get Jack of all trades, or is that a later level?
I don't know.
I think it might be second. I haven't played a bard in recent history, so.
I'm gonna. Well, he's doing that Arcana roll. Sonia's gonna go up to. Bleh. What's the boy's name again?
Parriwimple.
Parriwimple. And she's gonna take out the ivory hairbrush and. Would you like to travel with us? Either way, I'd like to give you this.
Oh, he's just fully just sobbing. That's so nice. Oh, what a happy day. But I can't leave my uncle. He's all I got. But thank you so much.
Holy shit! Sorry, I just realized that my character is proficient in Arcana.
What the fuck?
I don't know. What the fuck? As a DM or as a player, could I change that to something else?
Yeah, please.
'Cause that makes no sense for Weirin.
You literally don't believe in magic.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I literally don't understand magic at all. So, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna make my character proficient in stealth instead of that. That's
Okay.
But
made no sense. Anyway, that is cocked.
well, if I may,
That is a Arcana is intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an that is a 19.
Okay. You're fucking around with shit in the dirt, and you make a move with your stick, and what you're like doodling glows for a second, and then just butterflies fly out of it,
Ah,
and then they
God!
disappear.
Like, oh God, it happened again! Jesus! And it's just like swiping at them, like, get out of here, you damn bees!
They disappear.
side-eyeing Weirin for a moment before turning back to
By the way,
Parriwimple.
as a player, can I make a request?
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll every future intelligence-based check with disadvantage?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like, I don't know how used to you are to people asking for debuffs,
I
but
mean, I actively try to get my characters killed. I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah, given the way Lana and Brisbane are,
Brisbane
yeah.
Brisbane was supposed to be a good boy.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have called down the judgment hammer.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have brought him to people who make abominations for a living.
I didn't. One, they are making family members. Two, I didn't know that.
You knew that it was my mission was to seek out abominations. But whatever, it's fine.
It's fine.
Parriwimple.
Parriwimple, yes, to Parriwimple.
I love how my game is so traumatizing it invades other games.
But she's gonna turn to him. Well, my dear, if you travel, you may very well be able to gain others who would be there for you.
He
I just kind of walk up, not having seen the rest of it. He's like, "What? You want him to travel with us?"
Parriwimple wipes a big line of snot on his hand. He's just that sounds awful nice, but it's too scary out there.
Oh yeah,
The
safe.
pathway is quite dangerous.
oh yeah, he'd probably die, like in a day.
I agree.
Well, that's
Full on.
rather rude.
I full on grab Weirin's arm and pull him away from. I'll be back in a moment, Parriwimple. Pull Weirin away, and it's just like trying to get him away from
Why?
me.
In the meantime, Repeat is going to pull out his blade and he's going to be doing tricks for Parriwimple.
But yeah,
My puppet
we're
will be
just gonna be
riding
like, "Why? Something wrong with him, man."
I'd like to see the young man have a better chance than he has right now.
He just looks over
Parriwimple.
the shopkeeper and is like, or looks
Right
over
on.
at the shop and is just like, "Well, that bad, man."
Considering what he was trying to do with prices and the attitude that he had, yes, I'd say he's probably
And
not
hitting
the greatest
Parriwimple.
man.
Oh, okay.
Is Especially
And
considering he
you
hits
see
the
him
floor
take
more.
out his sword and
No,
you see him
no,
take
no,
out his sword and
no,
just start whistling as he heads towards the door.
no, grabbing him again. We're not
What?
trying to cause a fight. We're
You
just
said he was a bad man.
we're trying. He also cares for said bad man, so we're trying to get him away from him quietly.
Well, that's dumb.
Ririn, will you please stop making things worse? We could protect him, have him travel with us, and you could even teach him how to use the sword.
By the way, that was a 19 performance for Blade dancing for Parriwimple.
He is delighted. Like, he fully just sits down. He's like, oh, this is the best day of my life.
I'm just,
I'm
I,
I
I,
just,
adopting
I,
this
I
guy.
think I think the road is so dangerous.
It is. It really is. And you know that devil Strahd's out there. It's scary. I don't want to. I don't want to
gonna,
go out there. Not Strahd out and about.
I'm just gonna look at them and look at him and just be like, listen, I'm not the wisest guy.
Obviously.
And that's where he stops talking.
Parriwimple nods, knowing he goes, I'm also not the wisest guy.
She's gonna walk over and kind of sit next to him while watching Repeat with his tricks. What do you know about Strahd, dear?
Oh, he's right scary. He is. Then you know they say he's the devil, and he lives up in the castle up there, and he points and up to the north. That's a shit ton of mist everywhere all the time, but in the back of the town, there's like a giant sheet cliff that goes up like a crazy distance, like 1,000 meters up. And you can just barely make out through the fog the visage of like a castle outline. And he points up there and he says, he lives up there, and he comes down at night, and he tries to he takes people. He's real scary.
But why do they call him a devil? What does he do when he takes people? Do you know anything about that? Heard anything?
He takes people and he turns them into unnatural things. Things
Well,
what
like
eat
him.
people.
And he points over at Bockley, who's fully trying to, like, bite and eat an
Would
ethereal butterfly.
would Booba have any recollection of Strahd and stuff like that?
So, given how long you've had sentience, which I know now, you know just about everything from the Barovian lore section. So you know about as much as a regular person.
Cool.
So yeah, you know Strahd is a vampire. You know, well, you think that he's a curse on the land. You know, like all that shit.
But like,
I'm surprised Warren used Buckley as an example of unnatural with, Repeat standing right there. That's
It's true.
a fuzzy, four-legged shark.
shark dog, yeah.
Yeah.
But technically, you are natural. Um, Sonia's gonna tilt her head, and when you say he turns them into things that are unnatural, like what sorts of things? And she is gonna glance briefly at Bubba and raise a brow at him.
To what he is, the monster that he is.
What kind of monster?
He's a devil.
One that practices black magic. Velaki used to hide from his wolves and from
They'll
his
call us
bat.
the magic.
He says, and he'll bite you.
Bite
He's
you?
he
What do you mean bite?
he eats people. Don't you know? He's
No,
terrifying.
we're new to town, dear. I'm
Oh, so you don't know?
no, and
Oh, fuck.
you're being so amazing, and
He says, oh fuck, and then he goes and covers his mouth and he says, oh, I said a bad word.
It's okay. It's okay. I won't tell on you.
Oh, this guy's so adorable.
Just
Okay.
massive 17-year-old kid.
So what did you mean by bite people?
He bites
And
people.
Sonia,
He eats them, and he takes them back to his castle. And sometimes they come back.
Sonia full on goes still. Can I do a history arcana? Do I know this?
I don't think he's giving you enough to give you a direct indication that he's talking about vampirism.
I mean,
I'm
he could
sorry
be
for
talking about
biting
zombies.
people and them coming back.
It could be zombies too. I mean, zombies, ghouls, lots of things.
Fair. But
Even werewolves.
she's kind of tense, and she looks over at Booba. And how long have you been here, dear?
He looks at all three of his hands. I don't know how to count.
Holy crap! He has 3 hands.
Oh my god, you have 3 hands! That's amazing!
He
This
holds
guy
it
is
out
great.
and the puppet just dance on it.
That is crazy.
That is
Is the third arm detachable?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh my
I
god!
would
Why did
think
that
so.
song flash into my head all of a sudden? Sorry if anybody has ever heard of detachable penis. That song.
Yes, I've heard of
Oh
it.
my
And in
God.
fact, that when you said that,
God.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
I was trying not
Parriwimple
to think about it.
Parriwimple clasps a very large, meaty hand on Sonia's shoulder, and he goes, "One of them, I heard rumors. I heard there's one of them kept in the church. I don't go there. No one goes there anymore because it's too scary. But I heard there's one in the church. But I got to get back to work now, or Uncle will be mad. So." Thank you for the best day ever. I really appreciate it. I hope you come back and visit. And he just gets up and just starts carrying sacks. Like, that's it.
She gives him a pat to his shoulder and is just like, just keep in mind if you want to travel with us. we
No, it's
can
too
keep you
scary.
safe,
It's too
But
scary.
you take care of that hairbrush, okay?
I will. I treasure it forever and always.
I just kind of look at him and just like, I guess since people are giving you stuff, and he just kind of scratches his leg and is like, don't know how much this is, but here you can have it. And he just throws a sword at the kid.
Oh, go.
It's sheathed. It's sheathed.
Okay. He takes it. He's just like, do you mean it?
Yeah, I would say learn to swing it before you take it out of that thing. Otherwise, things will probably die around.
Oh, I'm
But-
real handy with swords. I am. I'm a big fighter. I protect my uncle. But thank you. He just starts sobbing and he wraps himself around Weirin in a very tight hug.
Weirin's just like, oh Christ!
Um,
That's okay. Yeah, you got the spot. That's gonna
Pops
crick
your
my
back.
neck all night. It's like, okay, yeah.
He,
I'll know
like-
what it was about that tiny bedroom, but it just didn't work out for me. Like, me back hurts something fast.
hey, Booba. Roll me a perception real quick.
And yes, I am taking one long sword off of my character sheet.
Aww.
Because I just have a random one long sword that I'm not going to use. So I'm just like, here, take it.
You guys have
Good.
absolutely improved this kid's life in so many ways.
Can we adopt him? Damn it. I want to keep him.
In all honesty, I don't, because he will immediately die. This guy is
will
probably commoner
immediate-
stats.
He's built, he is specifically a fighter. Like, he has a character sheet for protecting his uncle. He is not wise enough to not walk into a pit of spikes.
I know.
Is this the
But
simple guy?
Yeah.
here's the thing, though.
Oh.
anyhow,
This
Booba.
transfers over
Um,
for
Yes.
son. Sorry.
All right. So you didn't see Rapide walking up, well, sneaking up to you, and now you're going to feel a tug on your third arm. He's going to try to steal your third arm.
Oh God.
Okay. We'll
Is it
say
detachable?
sure it attaches. I didn't think about that, but yeah, sure. Why not?
And Rapide just runs off with it like a dog
You
hit with
just
a new
see
toy.
Booba, like you see him reach out for you and then just lower his hands, just rejected.
Yeah, Rapide's just kind of running around Booba with his arm in his mouth.
Says,
My
he says, at
thing.
least I have two.
Yeah, you have 2 more left. But B, my thing is that his uncle smacked him.
Yeah. No,
That's
it's not a good family life.
No,
But
no.
But
And-
this is a land fraught with every kind of danger that there can be, and he knows that, and he knows that as shitty as his uncle is, this is the safest place he can be.
Yeah.
I know. I want to
I mean,
tear it. Okay, let me put it this way. Can we as a group terrify the uncle into not hitting his nephew anymore?
You can try.
Weirin just
Probably
looks
won't
at
go well.
it. If you mention that idea to Weirin's like, my dad beat me and I turned out fine.
I have not said that out loud.
Okay.
Player to DM because I do not like the idea of leaving that poor kid there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, it's probably not much we can do about it.
I know. It's just
I would
know.
say,
clear urge
all
to
right.
fix things.
So,
Um,
so this is something I would bring. So for future reference, Becca, Candace, everybody in group, but especially Becca as a beginning DM. This is something you might want to have a session 0 to bring up if it's a triggering mechanism for some people, because some people might have domestic abuse as a triggering thing.
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
I,
And
I
I
I would say it's not your fault. You're a new DM and all that, but it's definitely something you want to possibly warn about.
Gotcha.
yeah, because to be my parents were decent. My grandfather was a monster. And I'm looking at this and as a player, as a person, even though it's make believe, I know it's make believe. It's just looking at this and I want to make it better. That is the only thing in my head right now. Like I know I've got a clue to go to the church and
Oh,
find out more
what'd you
about the
do this time?
vampires, but
Come on.
everything in me is saying fix it. So it is one of those little
All of
bit of
this on the
trigger
ground
points.
right next to
Okay.
the dog with Stella.
Oh dear.
No, all this pulled out cotton. Also, do not leave that on the ground. She will eat it.
Oh.
Did the puppo get a hold of someone's stuffed animal?
Looks like she pulled stuffing out of something, but I'm not sure what.
Booba says, well, if he follows, he'll still have a chance. But if he dies,
Also, don't
it's
leave this
none
on the
of our
ground. She'll eat
faults.
that.
Booba
And that
barely
could
made it
poison
here
the dog.
alive from Valaki.
Speaking of which, after a while of Rapide basically running circles around Booba, he's going to drop the
Yeah,
arm
because I fed her one as a treat, and she was just like, "Nah."
near Booba and kind of like wait for Booba to try to go for it, and then grab it and run off again,
That's her what?
playing keep away.
No, that's not
You know,
con.
typical dog.
I wouldn't create that.
Yeah.
So I just
Eventually,
next
Rapide is
to the
going to
dog.
give
I'm
the
like,
arm back.
wondering if she got into a.
All right.
But yeah, if there's nothing we can do, then we'll probably go to gather
Church.
the others and say that I want to go ahead and investigate the church real quick. There may be a monster or something contained therein that might give us a little more information on what this Strahd is before we need to meet
And, probably panic, Sonya in the process.
Oh yeah.
Weirin just kind of shrugs and goes with the flow.
Yeah. As we get ready to start departing again, Repeat's going to drop the arm back at Booba's feet and then walk off. He's had his fun.
I'll just plug it back in.
As he's walking, Weirin just kind of shrugs. He's like, "Surprised you like that sword so much. I mean, it was kind of decrepit. It'd been in that house for a while.
In an outhouse?
Doesn't look like anybody had done any upkeep on it."
It's still more than he's probably gotten in a long time, and a gift is a gift. He'll value it and take care of it. And if, as he said, he knows how to use a weapon and use a sword, he'll be able to take care of it.
Well, I hope it does. Anyway, eventually, if he's anything like me, eventually he'll just kill the person beating him.
I mean, that always is an option.
But, yeah. B, we are heading in the direction of the church.
Okay.
Onward!
Actually, I would like to take like a 5-minute break, please.
Sure.
Fine with me.
Okay, 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Bah.
I wouldn't mind him coming with us if possible, but I just don't want him to die.
Yeah, there is a very good chance
he would not survive.
Yeah.
Weirin, I don't know if you guys noticed, Weirin doesn't have a filter.
No.
He just looked at that whole.
Noticed.
He just looked at that whole situation. He's like, no, that kid will be dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He might be beat here, but at least he's going to be alive. He goes with us, he'll be dead within a day.
Yeah, that just reminded me of something that someone else did in the previous campaign that of Strahd.
They try to do the same thing.
It was someone completely different, though. They decided to take them werewolf hunting, and yeah.
I will say this: Becca is so good at making a sympathetic character. I'm definitely going to, when she gets back, praise her for that.
Oh yeah, like I said, immediately wanted to adopt that kid.
Oh yeah.
To build it, like this is kind of like the same thing that you guys want to do for what's his name, the son of the.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Sultan. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I wasn't meaning him to be like the tragic figure. He was just a lonely god kid who was tricked.
Yeah.
No. There's. I think I was joking with Eugene earlier that our group name for the Saturday game, Trauma's Treasures, is very apt because, like, bluntly speaking, we are bundles of trauma.
Oh,
and
there has been trauma, there is trauma, and there will be trauma. That's what is
no.
guaranteed through my game.
I'm just trying to
She's
say
talking
that
about the players themselves.
I'm talking about the players themselves and my habit of putting myself into my characters, and the fact that as a person, I look at people and get that sense of like a sign that says trauma over someone's head. and I immediately want to adopt a person. And that's transferred over into Issa too, because it's like, oh hey, you're traumatized. You're mine now. I'll take care of you.
Oh yeah. But Rudy knows exactly who I was talking about with the werewolf hunting. Because I heard that from him. Sorry to have changed the subject so brashly like that.
No problem. I don't think you were the person to originally train the subject. You were just commenting on it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm not trying to play Weirin as a dick. I'm just trying to play him as a realist. And no, he cannot read or write. And he does not know the difference between the different currencies.
Yeah. Well, Repeat is in the same boat. That's why I was saying for shits and giggles, Repeat walk by and actually spell something. Because he actually can't read or write. He can understand languages, but that's it.
And my nieces are fighting again.
Isn't that a pretty normal occurrence?
Yep.
So
By
what
the
are
way,
they fighting over this time?
I have no idea. I haven't gone to look. By the way, I'm definitely going to show you guys when I get it, but for like $60 all total, like shipping and handling, tax, and everything else. I got a jumbo Themberchod Funko Pop. I will be, which if you guys don't know who Themberchod is, he is the fat dragon from the movie. I'll totally be showing you guys when I get him, but he is going to be massive. And that shouldn't be too much of a spoiler because he's in every trailer.
Yeah. Back. I look away from the scoring for just a minute. Damn it.
What?
Oh, I've been half getting into XFL because of a friend, and
I
I've
didn't
been
know
rooting for his
XFL was
team.
still a
He's,
thing.
huh? Yeah,
I
it
didn't
is.
know XFL was still a thing.
And the Sea Dragons were playing the Defenders today, and the Defenders won 34-33. It's so close. I looked away for just a second.
By the way, I watched an amazing movie last night, and it utterly surprised me. For those of you who are fans of animated movies, you should, at the soonest possible time, check out the latest Puss in Boots movie. It is insanely good. Like, we're talking to almost into the Spider-Verse levels of great animation and storytelling.
Okay. In the words of Dee, let's go fight shit and get in some danger.
I'm hoping to just scout. But okay.
We're in. If anybody mentions that we might be going to fight something, we're just like, yes.
No,
Yeah.
she's gonna couch it as I want to scout out this place.
Which place?
The church.
Speaking of which, where the hell is the church in this town, anyways?
It is the upper left.
This
Yeah.
one here?
Yeah, the ring
Yeah.
is
Okay.
up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should have probably guessed that because that looks like a bunch of grave markers in the back.
It's definitely a graveyard back there.
Indeed. So, is everyone here?
I'm here. That's all that matters.
Is Rudy here?
I don't know. Rudy,
Happy me-
are you alive?
Can you guys hear me? I accidentally yanked out my mic.
Yes.
We hear you.
No, can't hear you at all.
Wait a minute.
Oh, he says he's making coffee. So start
Okay.
without him.
So, y'all step out, realize you don't know where the church is, turn around and ask Parriwimple. He points you in the direction. You can make your way up easily because there's fucking nobody in the streets.
Yeah. As we're making our way towards the church, Repeat is going to pull out the candlestick and the ring that he stole from the shop and hand it to Sonia.
I raise a brow, pocket the candlestick, examine the ring. Do I get any magic feeling, or is it just pretty?
I don't think you have a way of telling. But
Arcana?
given everything else in the shop, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do an Arcana check, or?
Yeah, you can try.
Sure. That is a 19 on the die plus 3.
It's just a ring.
Okay. And are we talking silver, gold, color
Gold
stone?
band.
Just a plain gold band?
Yep.
All right. Idly speaking, how much at a glance? So I can add it to the loot.
Probably like 10 gold at an honest shopkeep.
Keyword honest.
In gold ring. One gold ring. 10 gold. All right, add it to the loot.
Okay. So, y'all approach the church. It is sitting atop a slight rise against the roots of the giant pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft. It is a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood, and it is extremely weathered. It looks very old, centuries old, and there are clear indications of attacks over the years. There's a bell tower rising in the back, and the roof looks more like Swiss cheese than Swiss cheese does. It looks like it's honestly barely standing.
Well, fun. Starting to, well, I guess, investigate around the area and just get a sense for any creature in the building.
How close are you getting to the building?
Uh, maybe 25, 20 feet from the door.
Okay. you don't hear much, but Repeat, who I assume is coming with you,
Yeah.
you, with your heightened dog shark senses, can hear just the faintest screaming, but it's like when you've been screaming so long that your voice stops working.
So it's more like a muffled, raspy scream.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can hear that from inside.
Yeah, at that point, everybody's going to see something that they haven't before with Repeat. As Repeat is walking along, casually there is a second that is straying off to the side away from him.
Are you another Echo Knight?
Yes, this was how the Repeat is actually the one that started me off as the Echo Knight tradition of mine. So I'm building him how I did with the original Repeat.
Like,
Delightful.
like to be fair, Eugene, did we discuss if Sonia was aware of this?
No. This is something that Repeat has not divulged to anyone yet. This is the first time he's used it.
Well, Sonia's going to let out a confused click of her tongue while looking at Repeat, basically quietly signaling to him and him alone her equivalent of there's
What the fuck?
yeah, their equivalent of what the fuck, dude.
You just kind of
Right.
see this nonchalant shrug as from both Repeats as they continue on their path to kind of sniff around and investigate the area.
She'll give a second series of clicks that is the equivalent of we're talking later, buddy.
Yeah, he just kind of gives kind of a flick of his tail, like, yeah.
But then we'll start investigating the outside of the place, traps, searching, signs of anything that could clue us in on what's inside.
Okay. The windows are boarded up, but Stitches. You have the one crow pretty much omnipresent on your shoulder now. It taps on the wood of your skull. And there are 3 other crows. And you can't be positive from this distance, but a not crow mixed in with the 3 crows sitting atop the roof of this place.
Okay. Just gonna kind of take note of it. I don't think he knows we came here because weird stuff might be happening, but he doesn't have any reason to suspect it could be one of the crows, I don't think.
Okay.
I think we're gonna just kind of take note that there is something that might not be a crow.
Okay.
Just kind of watch it.
The crow on your shoulder seems very tense as you approach.
Okay. Then
So,
you'll see kind of a motion where, because the disguise outfit, he's still in it because we're in the town. A hand comes out from underneath the cloak, because like when he's wearing it, his whole body is covered unless he brings his arms out. He kind of brings it out, and like you watch as he brings 2 of his fingers across his, like where his throat would be if he was organic. And there's a small, just like quick flicker, like a glow, and then he tilts his head towards the bird and says, "What is it?" Casting Speak with Animals.
we're being watched. He's watching you. Be careful.
Who?
I don't know. but someone's watching.
Have we entered the church yet?
Myrtle.
Not yet.
I'm just gonna walk up to Sonia and be like, "We're going in a war."
Not yet. I'm trying to investigate the outskirts first. See if we have some clues before going in.
You just see him just put his head back like, ah.
She lets out an equally frustrated sigh and looks at him point blank. If you would like to charge in and go ahead and fight whatever's inside, if there is something inside that is there to fight, and get yourself killed, go right ahead. I will not try to save you if you do so.
Okay.
Is he gonna go barreling in now?
He's just gonna
Sonia,
start walking towards the door.
Yeah, Repeat is actually going to send a signal to Sonia about the muffled screams because he does hear it. He just hasn't figured out where it's coming from yet.
Sonia, you at one point were speaking abyssal to Repeat, right?
Let me double check here. Yes.
Okay. Stitch has picked up on that, and you hear a collection of clicks and sounds that you understand as abyssal from Stitches that equivalates to "we're being watched."
Surprised raise of her brow as she looks over at Stitches, and by what is the return in Abyssal?
And there's just the head slowly raises to indicate to like look up, and you'll see what she described as the birds that are hanging out up there.
You look back up. Only 2 of the crows remain. The other bird and the other crow are gone.
Gotcha. So,
Sonia's gonna look at the crows, frowning, and then look at his crow, and then back to him and raise a brow.
yep. Something equivalent clicks back as like obviously we're using weird languages, so something along the lines of not visible, not here currently.
And then again, how can we tell your crows from those?
And you'll see Stitches raise a hand, and any of the crows in the area that are his will come and swarm around him really fast and then kind of settle on the ground.
The 2 remaining on the roof join that flock. That murder.
Murder.
Is there any particular markings that you have for your particular crows that would differentiate them to Sonia and Repeat so we can memorize them?
I don't think so, because they're just kind of the crows of the land, so.
Okay. Would I be allowed to place a marker on them? Just a little bit of dust?
You can try. Who knows if it'll stay.
That's fair. And just kind of taking some general to double check what's in a fucking explorer's pack. Hold on.
Can I make a perception check for Weirin as he approaches the, see if he picks up on the screaming?
Sure.
Taking some
That was
very
a
Can I make
13.
one for Booba?
You have to be like right at the door, but you can sort of pick up on it. Yeah.
Well, I am approaching the door.
Yeah.
I'll use basically a bit of thread from a basic clothing repair kit to tie around their ankles if they'll let me. Like nothing too eye-catching, just like a dark blue.
That's up to you if you let them, because I tell them what to do, but I don't control their temperament.
I'd say a solid half of the murder agree to it. The other half just fly off in
Yeah.
petulance.
The ones that stayed get treats because she will share her rations as reward. Because the
Gotcha.
best way to befriend crows and ravens is to feed them, and she knows this, and I know this because I'm trying to befriend a group of crows. And
You're trying to perform a murder?
yes,
How long does speak with animals last? 10 minutes. Cool.
That
You
means
can talk to
that
Repeat.
means
You
that
you can't talk to Repeat.
yes, he can. I am an animal.
And yeah, in Abyssal, she will actually ask, "Are you able to talk to your birds?"
I can talk. They don't always talk back.
That's fair. Actually, I'm curious. Can you talk to Repeat?
Just the head kind of cranks over to look at the closer one because, obviously isn't sure what is going on, and just kind of. I think there's a moment where it's like, wasn't expecting to have the ability to, so never thought of like what what Stitches would say to Repeat, and then just kind of casually, can you understand me?
Yeah, Repeat's ears kind of perk up and he turns and looks. About time one of you fools figured out how to talk to me.
He'll say, I
No,
fear
I'm
it's
not sure if I can learn
limited.
speak with animals, but I'm honestly not sure if I can learn speak with animals, but I think it would be hilarious if I just start speaking to Repeat and not realizing I'm casting a spell, but us just whole
That would actually be kind of funny.
Yeah. Like, one of my goals is to get something that will let Repeat talk to us openly and not through the signals, or turn him in larger so I have a mount.
Interesting to note here. So with my ranger stuff, I get the spell through the feat that gives me it. It allows me to cast it once for free, but it is a ritual spell. So in
It is
theory,
a
I
bard
could
spell too.
cast it ritually later if I need to. So
It's a bard spell. I'd probably just rename it to be like talk to Repeat.
Oh god, that means you could actually talk to Bockley too.
Oh yeah. And
God,
whenever
what would
Bot
Bockley have to say?
Whenever-
I don't want to know.
I would leave that up to the DM.
I am inclined to think Bockley is not a good chicken.
not a beast per se.
Maybe not anymore.
And yeah,
Bockley might have started out as one.
there's something hinky going on there.
That is not an animal anymore. I am sorry, sir.
What months? I am like kind of between relegations of whether he would be a monstrosity, an aberration, or a construct at this point.
Either way, with Speak with Animals with Bockley, your call cannot be completed at this time. Please try again.
Actually, I'm just imagining it coming back as the black speech from Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna say, even if you could, I'm not sure you would want to.
Take psychic damage just by listening to him. No.
Anybody who tries to talk to him gets dissonant whispers cast on them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. So Repeat just talk to Stitches.
Yes, you gathered from the small exchange that they can communicate.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna yell back, "Oi, there's somebody screaming inside."
Yes, well, that may
I'm
or
gonna
may not
approach the
be the
door.
threat, so... And she's just gonna kind of shake her head.
Did you say you're going in?
Unless somebody's stopping me, I'm going in.
Okay.
I gave you the warning because you were eager. You are officially bait.
This is my character.
I understand.
I just saying, I may have proficiency in stealth. I don't ever use it.
Like I said, I am
Want it.
well aware. It's just you have officially slotted yourself into the role of bait.
Okay.
So, you open the door, and at first it doesn't go. You have to like shove it a little bit, and it goes against the wall.
By the way,
And
did you
you-
get the message I put in chat? In the game chat.
No. Yes.
Alright.
So you step in. There's 4 doors directly in front of you. But this hallway opens out into the main room of the church, and you can just barely see over the like priest's table at the end. You can just see a bald head, just like he ducks down and he ducks back up. He ducks down, he ducks back up. And you get the sense that he's like praying.
It's okay, it's just a bald guy. I'll just walk forward.
That's the worst kind of guy.
Bald.
I'm destined to be bald, so thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm sorry.
I'm just holding on to the lovely mane of hair I have for as long as I have it.
Yeah.
Because both my grandpas were bald. And I think also my grandmothers.
Before Weirin gets too far in, I'm gonna turn to Repeat. Do you smell anything?
Yeah. What I was going to do is, as Repeat walked in, he's going to start sniffing around and listening for where that screaming might be coming from.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Out of character, how many hit points
15.
does Repeat have?
Huh?
Out of character, how many hit points does Repeat have?
40 something, I think.
42.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I have 41.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We're beefy.
Sonia's gonna turn to Stitches and the Booba. Stick close.
Oh, also the investigation was 15.
Okay. You hear the screaming strongest in this room. The first one to the right.
Do I hear it too?
Yes, it is very muffled though. And
Yeah.
in between just dissonant screaming, you can make out the words very hoarsely of "Father, I'm starving."
I'm just gonna kick open the door.
Okay.
I figured that was going to be the case because if Weirin didn't hear it, I was going to have Repeat kind of tug on him and point him in the direction of that room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna completely ignore the bald guy because he's a bald guy and they're not really that dangerous in my opinion.
Wow.
In Weirin's opinion.
So you kick open the door and it kind of crumbles with rot a little bit, and this room basically doesn't have a roof just from the sheer decayed state of this place, and it's filled with moldy, still standing water. And in the far corner, there is a trapdoor which is chained and padlocked with a massive lock as big as both of your fists put together.
Oi!
And
And he looks back out. And you know that thing you do with locks to make them not lock anymore?
Yes, Repeat knows that well, and him and his Echo both pull out their blade and smash at the lock.
I would have had my guy do it, except he's broken a sword that way before, so he's not about to repeat it now that he's back down to one sword.
you can make an attack, but as you're doing that, the bald guy goes, no, please don't. You don't want to go down there. And he starts rushing towards you, like, don't, please don't.
What is down there?
My son, please don't.
That's a 19 on the
what-
dice.
What are
the
you
first one?
attacking?
The lock.
The lock. Your axe just pings off of it.
That was the second one was the nat 20.
Okay. You hit. It doesn't unlock, but you are doing damage.
She kind of frowns at the dude and is just like, whoever it is screaming for help. What
You
is going
you
on?
can't go down there. It's too dangerous.
Why?
Please, just a moment of your time. Please.
I'm listening right now.
Well, stop attacking the door before you kill us all.
I'll click my tongue at repeat to a signal to stop for the moment.
He lets out a
Repeat kind of
breath.
pauses as in mid swing as both him and his echo were going for a second one.
He lets out a breath and puts a fluttering hand to his chest. And looking at him, this guy is fucking wrecked. He's wearing priest robes, which have like emblems of the sun all over them. They are absolutely filthy with shit and piss, and his eyes are rimmed red, and they look like they've been that way for a very long time. Hello, my name is My name is Donovic. I'm the priest here.
That's a very long and strange name.
If you like, please back away from the door. It's not safe down there. That's
You
my
promise?
son.
As he just smiles.
Hold off for a moment. Let's gather some information first.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, have at it.
I trust him.
Yeah.
What's going on? People are trying to see his intent.
Yeah,
kind of.
we're checking his
Insight.
intent.
Okay.
Yeah, insight.
14.
Mirren is just bored.
Mine is a 17.
He is desperate and exhausted.
What is going on with your son being locked in a basement?
I know it looks bad. And he goes, and there's in the main room of the church, there's about a dozen or so pews that are in varying states of destruction. He finds the most upright corner of one and just heaves himself into it. He just starts crying again. And not again, because you guys haven't seen him cry yet, but he just starts crying. He just goes, I pray every day and night for some salvation, for some cure. But it doesn't come. It's been a year. I don't know what to do.
What is wrong with the boy?
A year ago, he and some other lads were, I don't know, enchanted by some passerby. He spits the word out. He convinces them to go and make an attack on the castle. And they went in the dead of night. And they didn't come back. And 2 days later, Doru did. He came back different. Just heavy, ugly sobs. Head in his hands, just utterly inconsolable.
Different how?
It's that bastard Strahdwood did it. Bit him, he did. Now he's Now he's one of them. Fucking vampire.
Sonia just goes still, pale, and then in abyssal. Not this. Not that. Fuck no. Why? Like, it's my
And
family
Weirin
curse. It's my family fucking curse.
Weirin just cocks his head to the side. What's a vampire?
Oh yeah, Wern wouldn't know what a vampire is, would he?
Nah, man. He just wanders around getting into fights with people. He doesn't. He doesn't like look into lore or knowledge of monsters or anything.
And then she finally takes a breath and it's just like, vampire. A blood-sucking, fearing the sun, and controlling werewolves vampire.
I don't know. Hasn't sucked anyone's blood yet. I made sure of it. That's why he's down there, to protect everyone else.
Was
And I
very
pray.
wise of you.
Try blood once. Very metallic. Hard to swallow. You think I'm a vampire?
No, Weirin. If you were a vampire, I would have killed you outright.
You would have tried.
Mm.
He just kind of smiles. Anyway,
Why? Always my family getting involved with this shit. I just wanted a flower shop. I just wanted a fucking flower shop. And she picks a similarly not ruined, completely ruined pew and just sits down and puts her head in her hands.
Weirin just kind of stands confused, like, so are we not going downstairs to fight the monster?
No, you can't. He jumps to his feet. You can't. That's my son. I won't let you.
He just looks the guy up and down. Is this guy any kind of physical match for Weirin?
Oh, let me see. I haven't actually
Probably
looked at
not.
his-
Just to kind of clarify.
Yeah, no. Absolutely not.
He just looks at the guy up and down. Is like, honestly, if I had my heart set on, which it's soon to be, I don't think you'd have much of a chance of stopping me.
Please, I'm begging you, don't kill my son. I just want to cure him.
You say your family has history with these vampire things?
I'm thinking.
Is there a cure?
I'm thinking.
Sorry. Ooh.
She looks visibly stressed and angry. This is very much something she doesn't want to be involved in now. But out of character, I know player-wise that there are two ways to fix vampirism. I'm assuming, given her history, Sonia would also know.
When did you leave your family?
Probably at 18.
I will say make
And she
make
is
a
23.
nature check.
Nature.
Flat.
Flat nature check is a dirty 20. 17 on the die plus 3.
Welcome to my world.
You know, there were two ways. The only one you can remember right now is to kill the vessel and then put the soul back in the body, which you are not physically capable of doing, any of you, right now.
Yeah, true resurrection. Sonia just kind of sighs and looks at the father. My family dedicated itself to dealing with vampires. And yes, more often than not, killing them. I know there's 2 ways to reverse it, but I can only remember the one. And that does involve killing the individual and then
No.
finding someone who can resurrect them as
I won't have it. You're not killing my boy. You can get out right now.
I am simply advising you of the options I remember.
Fat little good they are. You can just leave.
Have you been giving him anything to sustain him on? Rats, deer, anything?
No, he has not fed. I won't let it. I won't let it become permanent.
At this point, it is permanent.
I won't hear it.
You can either help him regain some sanity, or you can leave him to become insane, mad, break free, and slaughter everything he can.
That's my boy down there. I won't have anyone
I-
kill my boy. You can leave.
I understand that. I'm trying to give you an option that involves not killing him.
And you can do that right now.
I'm telling you. You can help him regain sanity. You can help him sustain himself in a way that does not put other people at risk. There are, in some cases, people who can survive long enough to find that other cure. But to leave him like that, and she points at the basement door, that is asking for tragedy.
And what business is it of yours? Another one of Strahd's fucking sacrifices come through to ruin my life again. No, I won't have it. You can just leave.
What do you mean by sacrifice?
You can just leave. Just get out. And
What
he
do you
he's
mean
gonna
by...
start like shoving you guys towards the door.
I grab him by his collar and shove him against the wall. What do you mean by sacrifice?
Why do you think you're here?
I'm from a family of vampire hunters. For all I know, somebody magically whisked me here to try to help.
Yeah, that's what they thought of the guy that convinced him to go up to the fucking castle. Fucking vampire slayer he was. And now here you are too, also another fucking sacrifice, just like all the travelers that come through every fucking year. So you can just leave.
And there's more clanking going on in the as Rapide proceeds to start attacking the lock again.
Okay. We're rolling initiative.
Okay,
That's fair.
sure.
I mean, we don't have to kill him. We just have to knock him out long enough.
Yeah, no, if he went for a repeat, I was gonna go ahead and smack him with the butt of the long
Yeah,
sword.
non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Will you roll, system?
So he hears the clanking again and he just screams no and he tries to go in to attack Sonia.
And I am gonna Weirin's gonna full on just bop him on the head.
Lay down.
So that is that is a 24.
Yeah, I fucking guess. The fucking 60-year-old priest in soiled vestments. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you absolutely don't hit the weak,
That's
the
that's
weakling.
yeah, that's why I sighed before I reported that, by the way. I was like, shit. Uh, I could hit a dragon with this hit, and yet I'm smacking a terrified old man.
Yeah. Who just wants to save his son.
Yeah. Warren is so brave. He is going to
I'm
beat
a
the
real-
poor man down.
I'm really a pillar of morality, my character. Yeah, that's
Non-lethal damage.
yeah, I'm hitting him with the pommel hard. Hopefully, he doesn't get any brain damage from that. But yeah, that's gonna be 9 points of damage, non-lethal.
Okay, but does it still count as non-lethal if you do his max damage to him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
out but stabilized.
You fully just conk him out. 100%.
Well, that problem solved. Shall we go down and kill it now?
No. Just,
I feel really bad for the old man.
yeah.
No, don't. Ow.
Honestly, if the conversation had gone on any longer, I'd be like, "Come on," and just knocked him out anyway.
I'm gonna signal for Repeat to stop and come out, and then.
Okay,
Bitches, are you still
Repeat will
able
come out, but his echo is still in there clanking.
Repeat, stop. We need to plan what to do here. Stop.
He's just looking at it like, what? I'm not doing anything.
Pull that, and she points at the echo. Back over here.
As it takes another swing, it just suddenly it just kind of evaporates into mist. And he just kind of huffs at you, giving you the puppy stare, like, really? Fine.
As Weirin hears this, he just like looks at. So your family took care of these things in the past, right?
Yes, in a multitude different fashions. But as I mentioned, there can sometimes be stable vampires. The man is this desperate to save his son, and if the son has not killed anyone yet, there's a chance we can help. Murder doesn't have to be the go-to answer, Weirin.
He just looks at you highly confused. You think me some kind of murderer?
Considering your first reaction was let's go down and kill it?
Others say it's a monster. You say it's a monster. I kill monsters. Killing monsters is not murder. This thing got out, what would it do?
If it got out without being properly tended to, it could hurt others, yes.
Did you see
But
animals? Did you see anything it could feed on in this town?
That's a
Anything
good
other
point.
than humans?
Y'all so far haven't seen any indication of animals or anything other than
Like, that didn't even offer me meat at the end. They offered me porridge. That's not meat based. My guess, there ain't no animals here.
Tanya kind of rubs at her face again.
Now, unless you're planning to go down and let it feed on the one animal in our presence, that should be your dog shark thing. I don't see a way of making this man sane without giving him blood. At least, if that's what you're saying is needed to get him sane. And if this is going on for as long as it looks like it's going on, man doesn't get that covered in shit in a day. Well, depends on what you do in that day, but still.
He said it's been a year.
But still, how much do you think is needed to make somebody sane after a year of not eating? And how hard will they go if that thing gets out? And how well do you think that guy is restrained down there?
You are being surprisingly articulate right now.
I may not know a lot of things about a lot of things, but when it comes to hurting things and needing to hurt things, I know my business. And you see, he is not joking. He is dead serious.
So he does have things that he's serious about.
Mm-hmm. Some things need killing.
Becca. You're articulate right now. The fuck you call me?
As I was expecting, actually.
Me too.
Honestly, I did not catch on that. Just be like, I don't know what you just referred to me as, but I know things need killing. And I know I'm very good at that. Now, if you want to go down and offer it what it needs to be saying, fine, let's do that. But leaving it how it is right now is not helping nobody and probably gonna harm a lot. Plus, I just knocked out a man. You're saying I wasted my time?
No, I was going to knock him out myself, at the very least, to calm him down and try to discuss our options.
And she
You
acts like
just see
I'm the
Repeat
bad
just
guy
kind
here.
of shrug like,
Anyway,
all right, and he goes back into the room.
yeah, I'm going to join Rapide.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Are you both attacking this fucking padlock?
I mean, I have not seen hide nor hair of rat, animal, or anything else except Rapide. So
That's what I'm about to look for. So, investigation, if I may. Is there any sign of animals? 16 plus 5, 21.
Hold.
by the way, that was a real fun speech to give in that accent.
It's definitely interesting.
I was surprised you were able to keep from breaking up laughing while you were doing that.
I love doing this accent. I love Weirin's accent so much. I also love the little non sequitur. He did like, well, maybe not. With the shit.
Oh, yeah.
I like
I
how
mean,
he
Weirin's
can't
always
say.
covered in shit.
Weirin's not so much covered in shit.
He's covered in some
other
kind of ooze.
grime. It's grime. It's not shit.
Uh-huh.
So, going by the book's description of this place, you don't seem to find any animals. You have seen birds. You saw a horse. And if you explored some more of the town, you could maybe find some vermin hanging about. You just haven't been anywhere yet. So,
Player-wise, I'm concerned about this guy waking up and then shouting that we're murderers and bringing the whole town down on our heads. But I
Yeah.
also know that we can't leave a vampire stuck in a basement. That's just bad.
you also know he's been there for at least a year without problem. So,
I was also gonna say that I would point out that we're leaving the town, but as a character, my character has no idea we're planning to leave the town. So I can't point that out.
also, word of the town is that there's a monster in the basement of the church.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't
I
that
was
why
going
we
to point
came
that
here
out
in the first
myself,
place?
but
It's enough of a widespread rumor that Parriwimple heard it. Like,
yeah.
And I could definitely see that I don't think a lot of the town would be upset that we killed the monster in the basement.
Yeah.
He
However, I would suggest
most
that
definitely will.
someone should tie up the priest before he wakes back up.
Weirin don't know how to tie knots.
And Repeat can't tie knots.
what are your boots? That's holding up your trousers.
Yeah, that I was about to say. You kind of
Right.
need that
Weirin can make an
for
absolute mess of things. What you don't know is he started out with 50 feet of hempen rope. He has just slowly gone through it as he's just broken his belt each time he had to take a shit and then just tied a new one in a mess of just haphazard bullshit.
God damn
Like
it.
I could tie him in a way he will never get out of it again. I'll probably cut off circulation to his hands. Like, by the way, I am making that as a character choice. I will have maybe 15 feet left of the 50 feet of hempen rope.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go ahead and use some of my own rope to restrain the old man,
I'm making it so most
and
of
then
any kind of knowledge-based skill that Weirin would have. No. Tying knots and using rope is a survival skill. I'll say he knows how to do that.
Yeah, that's probably the one knowledgeable thing that he
So
is
Weirin
proficient
knows
in.
Weirin knows most survival-based skills, but you don't need to read or write to survive, or
Exactly.
arithmetic to survive, at least in his world. So most purely knowledge-based things he don't fucking know.
That also means he probably gets ripped off a lot at the parlors.
Well,
Mhm.
most of the time he'll get ripped off at taverns and everything because he'll just throw coins at people not carrying their base value. But most of the time, people will just kind of agree to what he asks of them because they've met Weirin, and they're like, this guy seems like he'd be more trouble to upset, and he just accidentally threw me a platinum. And with what I think is wood. So yeah, he is a guy who doesn't have much money on him just because he's just spend it.
He's splurging all the time without
Yeah,
realizing it.
yeah, and he honestly doesn't care.
Yeah.
The only time it's upset him is when the shopkeep told him he didn't have enough, and he just did not get it.
Yeah.
He's like, it's coin. You take coin, right?
I'm going to go ahead and go over weaknesses of uh, vampires with the others. Basically, what I would know.
Well, it's gonna be underground, so we don't have any of that sunlight, unless we can lure him up here.
Checking the light. Is it cloudy or do we have
It
full
is
daylight?
perpetually overcast in Barovia. They have not seen a not cloudy day in centuries.
I don't know that. I just know there's still cloud.
Yep.
She'll shake her head and look back. Not with it being as cloudy as it is. It won't affect him. Unless someone knows a sunlight spell. We're going to need to be careful. Where is Booba?
I don't even know if Rudy's come back yet.
I don't think so.
Rudy, you there? If you are, you're muted. Does not take an hour to make coffee. I will call him.
Is he in a different time zone?
Yeah, he is. There's a chance he probably got sidetracked by something. I think isn't he like staying with his mom or something right now, or
Family thing where
yeah.
going to his voicemail, sending him a message as well.
What about Stitches? Stitches have any input on this?
He's been only about half listening because he's just been keeping watch outside.
I mean, he does have birds.
Right, but I don't really have. It's not like a familiar thing where I can like see or hear or know what they're doing. It's like we're really stretching what a swarm keeper can
Well,
do
I'm
with a
just
swarm.
well, I'm just saying, source of blood.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
using his crows.
Well, so the issue is the swarm. Because you're muted when you said that. That I don't know if the swarm replenishes. Because the issue is the swarm isn't supposed to technically be physical.
Yeah, it can't take damage or anything like
It's
that.
not. It's not a thing. It's supposed to be spectral, but we're using the crows of the setting in place of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
By the way, I
they're
love the
not supposed
Swarm
to be real.
Keeper.
Yes, it's so good.
Swarm Keeper is one of my favorite classes. I just wish, and usually if I have a DM, or if I'm DMing a Swarm Keeper, I wouldn't have the flight so limited that you get later in level.
Oh yeah, I mean it has to be slightly balanced, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So we've already been stretching quite a bit what the swarm is technically capable of.
Yeah.
So
Well, I guess it technically makes sense considering they're tiny creatures and you're wanting to lift a full-size person.
yeah.
But
So because your swarm can be like butterflies, like there's not gonna it's not gonna happen.
and I had what I love is I've been watching Never After,
Oh yeah,
and
we've been meaning to catch up on that. We're a
well,
bit behind.
they had Siobhan's character be a swarm keeper, and her
Right.
swarm is woodland creatures because she's a quintessential fairy tale princess.
Right, they had it doing like the cloak thing where it was like trying to move like a person. I remember that. We got to that point.
Yeah, I absolutely love that idea for a fairy tale princess being played as a ranger.
Yeah, that's so good. I'm all about flavor without breaking mechanics.
Same here. I am fully
Yeah.
about that myself. And sometimes I'll let you break mechanics if the flavor's cool enough, such as Gil's idea to have a character with multiple personalities take on different classes for when he took those personalities.
Right.
But I wasn't gonna let him do it willy-nilly. He still, if he was gonna take on the classes, he would need a day to make the full switch, and if he was gonna change his stats at all, he'd need a week to make the full switch.
Gotcha.
There has to be a limit to these things.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still getting
Yeah, I don't think Rudy's
no
coming
response.
back.
I think he said earlier he was having a drink or something. So he may have conked out.
I don't remember him saying he was having a drink, but that might be one of the times that, since my character wasn't present and super involved, I might have slipped out of concentration on what was going on.
Well, I don't remember that either, so.
I don't know. Either way, in all honesty, guys, I am still exhausted with the new job and everything. Since Rudy's out, is it alright if we call it here for the night, or do people want to keep going?
We can call it. This is a good place for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm up for it, but it's also, like she said, a good place for it. And
We might
Yeah.
be getting into a fight,
I,
and I don't want to do that without.
Yeah.
plus,
that-
I try to. I don't know if it's just me. I try to. I really like to have everybody present, even if what's going on isn't super relevant to like the
Well,
ongoing
yeah.
plot. It's just a peeve of me when I can't get everybody present for something.
Yeah.
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 By the way, I was passing on to Gil a few of the things that have been going on. He is trusting me with Fall.
Okay, so you want me to give you control and be able to bring fall in?
Yeah. He
I
was. I flat out asked
really
him if there was anything that he wanted me to pass on to you about